Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fan for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a squad from the American, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the
players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Olsen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Here's a hit. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud to make it real difficult on our opponent.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Chanticleers offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Dave.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll run the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Really good job by this defense. Understanding responsibility football. Playing the first option. Playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Now they're going to throw it. He's got it. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
If you're trying to throw these core routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Oh, he's got a chance. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. And the Chanticleers have this offense rolling.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this, because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Scanning the field, it's Barber. Unloads to the wideout. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The 49ers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The shot that clears headed quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the shot to clear send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15.
Go, boys.
Here's the handoff. And he never had
Ain't no running going on.
Cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Harrell. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Man, the defense has got it kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the defense.
He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd.